You're on the Pro Brick exclusive YouTube channel with Reverend Dr. Jason W. Morrison, theologist, and Pro Bricky, otherwise known as Pro Bricky. We've got some brilliant stuff here, guys, coming up on the channel for you, and all this stuff that's gone on so far in the last month. 171 videos we've put together for you. This is brilliant, this material where we do the response videos, and let's see what's going to happen on this one, guys. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, ring the bell, like, share, and comment on the video. And let's see what's going on, boys and girls.
Quick talk about boundaries. I know what boundaries are. I know how to set boundaries. I don't know how to maintain boundaries. What I tend to do is be like the mom when my kids were younger, and I'd go, I'm going to count to 3. 1, 2, 2.5, 2 3/4, 3. And then nothing would happen.
And this is what's going on today, guys, with a lot of mothers with children and grown-up children as well. You cannot bluff the boundaries that you need to set. You've got to set those boundaries, put them into place, and stand on it. If they don't like it, there's the door. I've kicked all of my children out that have lived here, that have pressed my boundaries. They've all developed into pretty good children. They don't disrespect people. They definitely don't come encroaching on my boundaries. It's been a battle. It's been a journey, but boundaries have to be put in place. And if you don't, then you've got no backbone. You've got no spine. And this is interesting. Let's see what she says. She's onto it. She knows. She's saying if you cannot put half boundaries into place, you've got to put the whole boundary into place or nothing at all. Because the half boundary is no different to no boundaries. People will push your boundaries as far as they can. I have chosen to separate from women because their children have been all over her, all over the relationship, villainising me, vindictiveness, covert, character assassination, and they just haven't had the backbone to put boundaries in place. I tell you what, my mother, holy goodness gracious me, you did not come near her relationships. You did not challenge her private space. But today, oh gosh, guys, I've seen catastrophic, irreparable damage done by mothers that just don't know how to put in place boundaries. This stuff's gold, guys. I mean, honestly, you won't learn this in university. This is coming straight from the women that are living it as they speak.
They knew that, and pretty soon 1, 2, 3 didn't work. Well, I think a lot of people in my life feel the same way about the boundaries I set. I set the boundaries, and then when they cross those boundaries, I do nothing about it.
100%. And that was my argument with my last partner. You have done nothing. I used to say to her, we know what the problem is. We know how bad it's affecting me. And you have done nothing. Now, was I being selfish or hard or anything like that? No, I knew there was a solution. And I wanted to see the solution put in place. And I said, you don't have to be cruel. You don't have to be nasty. You don't have to be any of that. You just need to put these boundaries in place. If people kick and scream, then they're the ones out of order, not you. Oh no, not you. It'll be them. You know what she did? I think she tried. I think in a passive way she tried, and we tried, and together. I don't know to what extent she tried. I know she was scared of these male men that were her sons, and they were very dysfunctional. I say that respectively. But this woman, I do nothing about it because I'm too afraid to do anything about it. If you're a woman now and you're watching this and you're in the predicament that these women are today, one thing I'll say about my first wife, and my boys are big, strong boys. I mean, I could tell you stories that you would not believe of how they've had to defend themselves with the men that she brought into their homes, and very sad stuff. She would take to those boys if she had to pull them into line. She would take to them. And because she come from a pretty tough family, And I take my hat off to her now because they respect her the way that they should, as well as they can with what she did to disrupt their lives. But she helped them form into very respectful young men through the discipline she had the guts and the backbone to apply. She took to those boys. She made sure that she got through. Now, I wouldn't say all the time, but I know when it counted, she physically took to those boys. And it made them stop and think. The ones that do nothing because they're too afraid about it, they end up with nothing because people run out of patience and people get hurt. And the people that are standing over other people that need to be pulled into line, and they just wear everyone out.
I'm too afraid to do anything about it. So today I'm going to think pretty hard about boundaries. I'm going to try working on them. I'm going to do some more research on boundaries and see how I can be a little bit more firm in my boundaries with people in my life, for not only my spouse, but my children, my mother, my friends, everybody. I'm just afraid to set boundaries. How about you?
I think that's an absolutely brilliant piece of footage, guys. I don't rehearse these pieces of footage. I just put them straight up. But let me just give you a scripture short for now, Proverbs 11:26, as we come close to the end of Proverbs 11. People curse those who hoard their grain, but bless the one who sells it in time of need. Some people, honestly, guys, they're not going to share, they're not going to bless, but others will bless others in time of need. And notice that it sells. They're not just giving it away. They're not just weakening people like a lot of these homeless places do. As charitable as they are, they'll let these people spend all their money on cigarettes and alcohol and drugs and that, and then they'll feed them to me. Or like the shoot up halls where they let them go in and shoot up. No, you're just you're just feeding the predator. You're just feeding the person that's producing the harm. And you've got to understand, these people, they pass on their habits. I don't care what anybody says, and I'm not being hard or cruel. But then there's the other side where you hoard grain. I've never not helped somebody if I've needed to. I wouldn't say I go out of my way to do that anymore, because I saw where it ended up in the long run, and I wasn't equipped to be the rescuer of people that really could have done better for themselves but chose not to. But here, where this woman's talking about boundaries, I don't think personally, guys, you can put a price on it. This is where a lot of relationships fall down. Order can be put in place, but you'll get kicking and screaming and pushback. But in the long run, guys, I tell you what, you get respect, and that's what counts. That was a brilliant video. I'm really, really impressed with this lady. And guys, we'll catch you on the next one. If you haven't subscribed, ring the bell, like, share, and comment on the video. This is Dr. Jason W. Morrison, theologist, on the Pro Bricky exclusive YouTube channel, otherwise known as Pro Bricky. I'll see you on the next one.